Be cold-blooded after last week.
And that is no good.
Get out! Trick or treat your ass up out of here. Let's go. Look, Martin, look, it was a joke, man. Well, then joke on out of here. Let's go out. Yes! Get out. Now.
Sir. Do you validate?
Now.
What up, Falcons Nation, Rise Up Nation? It's your boy, Jazzy Jeff. Real talk, no gimmicks. And I'm back at you with another segment of the good, the bad, and the ugly, the Washington Redskins edition. And this was kind of a mixed bag for me for this game. Few good, few bad, few ugly. We'll get into that a little later. But before I start my video, I wanted to apologize for being out of the loop for a few days. Was with my girlfriend's family for a while for the week, and was just spending time doing personal life stuff. So apologize for that. I'm back. So here we go. Number one, the good. I got Ito Smith pulling away from the running back battle. He looked pretty decent. Nothing amazing, but he looked decent. 5 carries, 23 yards, and a touchdown. He also caught a ball out the backfield. Quadre, my man Quadre, he got 12 carries for 42 yards. Man, I love the way he runs. If he just got better blocking, like if they just let him start with the actual starting offensive line, who knows what he can do. So I think Quadre's continuing to ascend. I think Ito is holding firm, and he's probably going to be the backup to Devontae Freeman when the season starts. And we'll get into later about, Brian Hill's night. But shout outs to Ito Smith and Quadre. They did their thing. Devontae Freeman, he didn't get a lot of chances, but he looked okay in his starting carries. He had one nice run, but it got called back for holding. I didn't think it really was holding, so Devontae Freeman did good, man. And the good thing is that he looked healthy, he was smiling, and he was back to being free. So that's what I like to see. Number two, the blocking was a lot better. Matt Ryan was not sacked at all this game. He actually had time to throw. He threw a pass to Sanu. It was like a mid-range out pattern, and Sanu was like his second or third read, and Matt Ryan had the time to go through his progressions and actually hit Sanu. So I'm glad to see Matt Ryan wasn't running for his life or whatever. When he ran, it was because he wanted to run and he had time, and the pocket broke down after a while. It wasn't because he was scrambling right away. So I like that. As you know, that we didn't have Sam Brilo and we didn't have McGrary still out, obviously. So Matt Gano filled in, and he did nicely. He did his job. He was solid. He didn't get blown up. So the blocking was a lot better. When they have a quiet night, that means they did a good job. So shouts out to the offensive line. Number three was the defense. I love this pass rushing rotation. It's getting better and better each time I see them, and I just can't wait to see what it's going to look like when it's complemented with, Deion Jones back in the middle. So let's get into it, though. Grady Jarrett, he looked like to be, and he's in mid-season form. He had one play. The Redskins ran a screen with Darius Geis. Grady Jarrett actually gets knocked down to the ground. He gets back up, and he chases Darius Geis on his own for a solo tackle. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about, and I should see Grady Jarrett in the Pro Bowl this year, because that man, he looks like he's ready to make that leap. Obviously, Tack with the pick. It's great to see that Tack is now playing in coverage, and he can have the hands to pick off a ball, and he actually had a nice little return, too. I mean, that big man was moving, so shouts out to Tack McKinley, man. Who else on this defense? Keanu Neal was back to hitting people again. Ooh. Man, that hit he laid out on Jordan Reed, he actually knocked Jordan Reed out with the concussion. I know it's helmet to helmet. I know Keanu Neal got a flag, but just to see him not hesitate, go in there, and he's starting to, be that enforcer again. He's starting to scare people across the middle, make them think twice. That's the type of stuff I like to see from Keanu. So I'll take the flag for now. It's okay. We didn't have that many flags this game like we did the last two games. So Keanu Neal, man, I love how this dude plays. He's the hammer. That's what I call him, the hammer. because he be knocking people out. So shouts out to Keanu Neal, man, doing your thing. The bad, there wasn't a lot of bad this time. I think Brian Hill is losing the running back battle. He only had 4 carries for 7 yards. He looks like he's not confident anymore. He's missing one play. He had an actual cutback lane, and he didn't take it. And he ran right into a pile and got tackled when he had an open lane to take. It looks like he's just starting to lose confidence as he's starting to lose his battle. So I don't know what's happening to him, but he's in my bad for this week. Quarterback Danny Etling, the backup, he's in my bad because he was running too much. He was actually our leading rusher. Danny Etling, our quarterback, ran for seven carries for 48 yards. But throwing, he was only 2 for 6 for 19 yards. I know he just got here. Maybe he doesn't know the playbook fully yet, but as a backup quarterback, we don't want him looking like Lamar Jackson because that's not our offense. He should be trying to pass like everyone else that's backing up Matt Ryan. So, Danny Etling, you're on my bad, but you can improve because it was your first game action. And now we'll get to the ugly. You know I gotta do this. I supported this dude from last year to this year, and he's starting to get into my doghouse. And you know that's right. It's our kicker, Tavecchio. Last year, Tavecchio filled in for Matt Bryan. He didn't miss a kick. This preseason, he is 4 for 8 already in missing field goals. And last night, he missed another one from 39 yards out. So it got so bad that it's getting so bad that people are actually blowing up Matt Bryan's number, and his wife actually tweeted about it. You know, we understand that you guys love Matt Bryan, but, you know, stop blowing his phone up or whatever. She made a little joke about it. But it's so bad, even Dan Quinn in his press conference last night after the game said that we are going to evaluate the kicking position after tonight's performance. That lets you know that Tavecchio is already on the clock, and they are not happy with his performance tonight or throughout the whole preseason. So who knows? Maybe today we'll get news that, you know, maybe we'll bring in Matt Bryan back again. Who knows? But he's in my ugly list. Tavecchio, come on, man. You got to kick better, man. You have one job. You got one job. Do it. And number 2 was the turnovers, man. We had 3 turnovers. 2 of them were on punt returns. Marcus Green and Zacchaeus. We can't be muffing punts, man. Come on now. Dan Quinn said in his press conference that when they asked about that, Dan Quinn went straight to the point that moving forward, Kenyon Barner is going to continue to start as the kick return and punt returner, and he only held him out tonight for precautionary reasons. So that lets you know that he has no faith in Marcus Green and Zacchaeus starting at all for our punt returns after tonight's muffs, man. So they were given their opportunity and they just muffed the punch. So that's how it is, man. Who else? Oh my God! I had to put my man Quadre in this ugly section. I put him in the good section for his running, but I'm putting him in the ugly section for this part, man. He also fumbled as well. So Quadre, if you're gonna have chances, you cannot fumble the football, dog. My honorable mention was Devondre Campbell was hurt. He limped off on his own power. With a little help from the trainers, but he still limped off on his own power. We're not sure about the severity of the injury, but that's something to look out for. So, Devondre, I hope you get better, man. We need you. You're a solid piece of this rotation, and we want to go into the season healthy as hell. All right, y'all, that's all I got for today. I'm not too sure if I'm going to do this for the 4th preseason game because it's literally going to be reserves. Maybe I might, who knows. Also, last night I was on the Don's live stream on Fila Sports Podcast, the Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast. Please go check that out if you're interested. And I want to say shout out to the Don for letting me on, man. I appreciate it. Hope to do it again. All right, y'all. And as always, Falcons Nation, we rise up. Peace, y'all. Have a good day.